Alright, one more run. Because it is kind of already 3 a.m. and and this run is definitely not a short run.
Emmy.
Oh, is that what you meant? Like, if you get hit while in the menu, you don't get iframes. Then okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought you were saying that you just didn't have iframes at all while the menu is open.
Really clears out at closing. Good for me, I guess. Don't mind me. Just working late. Completely legal stuff. Wish my cubicle had a view like this. Energy barrier.
I mean, damage in this game is just weird in general. Doesn't matter the context. Because sometimes it just doesn't exist, and then sometimes it is hyper-aggressive.
Good thing I'm tiny. Oh, there's no cameras back here. Terminal.
Hey there, Miss Emmy.
Alright, hopefully, this run doesn't die in a stupid place.
Okay, first door, open. Going pretty good. Unless I just jinxed it. I hope I didn't jinx it.
Because while I do think this is a fun run, the beginning does get dull if you have to do it a lot of times in a row. Thankfully, it's not excruciatingly long or anything. It's no Paper Mario prologue.
Okay, I really shouldn't be back here.
For all the JCOG viewers here, it is no 20 minutes of only having one trick and then you're already moving on.
Air vents in this
Or
place.
glitchless 20 minutes of nothing.
Our circulation is pretty good.
But it is definitely, you know, over a minute of not too much happening, and the first 5 minutes are all pretty
Easy peasy.
uneventful, especially in this category.
Emmy. Please don't notice me.
Oops. That's not hitting. Dang. Okay, well I'm losing some time on the split. Yeah, no, I remember seeing that in one of, I forget whose PD it was, but I remember seeing that in one of them.
Huh.
And like, and while it does definitely seem like if you do it perfectly, it would save time. It feels like it's one of those things where if you don't do it as fast as possible, it's kind of slow, because you end up sitting there with the elevator already all the way down for a period of time as a result, and it doesn't save enough time to make it so that having that elevator wait without you on it is worthwhile. That's not hitting. That would have hit if it wasn't in the middle of firing. Okay, well this split's losing like 10 plus seconds. Very unfortunate, but it happens. Also, there's very brief amount of time where you can input during that fade out, which is why I just crouched randomly.
I'll die. Thank God for air vents. And Kotek's obsession with quality circulation. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm actually not using a controller. I'm using a FIFE. It's like the guy who was playing Elden Ring with the saxophone at GDQ. I'm doing that, but with a FIFE right now. It's just hard to tell because my FIFE looks like an Xbox controller. But thank you for the good luck, Snapkick.
Bye, cute robot.
Like I said, it's a very weird-looking FIFE. Like I'm blowing air into it, use it in like this similar fashion to as an accordion. You know, I've got I'm pushing the air in with my foot, obviously.
I almost feel bad destroying them. Almost.
I do actually have an accordion in the other room that I could go grab if I wanted to, but there's no reason to do that in the middle of the speedrun. And it's also the middle of the night.
You there?
So I am not gonna go grab an accordion and start playing it.
Oh, I'm such a dork. Oh, so that's why this place looks so clean. Huh. Maybe too clean.
I know, I agree. It would be very funny, but I am not doing it for obvious reasons. Because, my parents are kind of sleeping upstairs, so I am not going to try and wake them up by playing the accordion at 4 a.m.
Heading down. Oh, it's raining. Did I bring an umbrella today? Do I own an umbrella?
I do not know what that means. I do not know what belle musette means.
This room is very dangerous and very
I have never seen those letters in that specific order before.
Two for one. I am so good.
Listen, Emmy is just built different, J-Cog. She's just built different. It's very dangerous for other people. It's more of a warning to everybody at home. You know, don't try this at home kind of thing. Do as I say, not as I do.
Maybe I should go to video games. I mean, how clean does the ceiling need to be, really?
Okay, yeah, I've never heard of that. Probably because I'm not French. And I've never been to France, and I am not familiar with French culture things.
Too much cardio. Found another one. Lucky me, I guess.
Alright, nipple time. Yeah, that was a good hack. It's just the movement up until that point wasn't my best work.
Hey, Emmy.
Yes, I am of Italian descent, which is one of the better descents that I could be when it comes to being of European descent. Not biased.
Later.
It's literally just better because it's not French. That's it. That's all I got. Nah.
Oh, hey.
Now, obviously, I'm far enough removed from that heritage for it to not really matter all that much. So.
Time.
You know, three generations down the line from the people who actually came across the ocean to come to this country. Definitely not as many generations as some people, but enough generations for it to not be a huge influence beyond certain aspects of life.
Everything else. Master of door hacking. That's a thing, right?
Alright, back here. Let's not get caught by any of these guards this time,
Moonlighting.
please.
Why do you need a vent between other vents? Excessive.
Yes, I am not...
Important-looking construction
Unfortunately,
wall?
I have never been
What's
in the
behind
Animus. There we go. Got past that guy finally. I mean, on the one hand... Oops, I did not mean to shoot that guy. Well, that's on me. I can't blame the game for that one. That was entirely my own fault.
Hope there's
I just
no
hit
more
the
razors
X button
ahead.
by accident. Now, I feel like if I were part of the Assassin's Creed universe, the last thing I would want is to be put in the Animus, because those people weren't exactly treated humanely in the process.
Don't
They were
look
kind of
to your
kidnapped and held
side.
prisoner and stuff like that, so the price to pay of learning my ancestry and living through all their memories and stuff like that is kind of high. I mean, some of the Assassin's Creeds are good. I have not actually played that many of them, but I like the ones that I have played, which is Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Black Flag. And I think I technically started Revelations, but I didn't really play it,
Really
so like I don't
boring
count
now.
it. I ran straight into it. Whoops. No, Desmond Miles hasn't been in the story since Assassin's Creed 3. Is that one gonna hit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 was the last one with Desmond Miles. It has been other stuff since then. I don't know the modern half of the story very well outside of Assassin's Creed 4, but even Assassin's Creed 4, the modern day side of the story basically doesn't matter. It is just set dressing while you play as Edward Kenway. Literally, in Assassin's Creed 4, in the modern day segment, you play as unnamed Abstergo employee, and that's it. There is some minor interesting stuff that happens during your time there, but you are literally just unnamed Abstergo employee. And I have not played any of the Assassin's Creed games after 4, so I do not know how the modern day ties in after that point. Ouch.
It wasn't designed to be cute.
Well, I like the ones that were.
Alright, that is unfortunate. Yeah, the only outside of the couple Assassin's Creed games I've played, there is also an Assassin's Creed webtoon, which is kind of funny to think about, where there's a webtoon for Assassin's Creed that is just more Edward Kenway, because he is by far the most popular, one of the most popular characters in the franchise. So they just made a webtoon following more adventures of Edward Kenway.
Commercial purpose is there for this Big Mac?
You're looking at it.
It's pretty good, actually. I do read it just because why the hell not? I was curious to see why the fuck there was an Assassin's Creed webtoon, and I read it. It's like, oh hey, this is actually pretty good. There we go. That was an okay fight, RNG-wise. Yeah, there's a bunch of weird random franchises that have webtoons for some reason. I think there's an Avatar one, like The Last Airbender. I haven't read that one yet. I'm curious about that. There's like a decent number of like Marvel and DC ones as well. Oh wow, I lost a lot of time on this split. That is unfortunate.
Cool off, buddy.
Oh, that's pretty cool actually. That it got its own anime OP.
All right, lady.
There was a... I'm trying to remember, like...
Sorry about the mess.
There was a... I'm trying to remember, there was like a series that... Something that had like a prequel that was like only through a webtoon or something. I'm trying to think if it was... I know, like, the Marvel movie Eternals had like a prequel webtoon thing. That was like a couple episodes long. I didn't read it. But I'm trying to remember if that's what I was thinking about, because there was like some
Yes, it's me, Miss
webtoon that was like a couple episodes long that was like actually like relevant to the story of something, but it was only through that one webtoon. It was like a couple years ago though, so I don't remember it that well. Oh yeah, it was Persona 3 Reload. That was what it was. There was like a Persona 3 Reload thing last year. I don't know what it was, I didn't read it. But it was, for some reason, there was a Persona 3 Reload, like,
Not anymore,
webtoon in, like, preparation for the release of that game last year.
Finally, let's get out of here.
Like I said, I didn't read it because I wasn't going to play Persona 3 Reload right away. I still need to play it, but, like, I wasn't going to read through that when I wasn't planning on playing the game anytime soon. I still need to also play Persona 4, but that's a little less on the docket as well. Neither of them are on the docket immediately for me or anything, but I do need to play 3 and
Find
4.
another way out of here. You know, Mel's kinda judgy considering I'm the one risking my life here. Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm not sure what baggage specifically you're talking about, but at the same time, yeah, it's Persona.
Maybe you should learn how to swim, Mal. Actually, she already knows. Still, she could be less judgy.
Dang it. Alright, that was a little slow, but that's fine. I mean, the one thing that people know about Persona 1 or 2, as far as mainstream stuff goes, is just the one villain from Persona 2 near the end of the game.
Don't fall In.
And that's like the
Look
only thing
down.
anybody knows about those two
Rolling
games.
while looking down. A deactivated Luminant platform. Useless. For now. Okay, seriously, what crazy parkour enthusiast designed this building? No, these lasers would be more effective.
Dang it, I would have actually been able to get through this run without room without damage if things had turned out differently, but I didn't want that. Let me just sit here for a second. Okay. There we go. Actually got FIFE this time. Didn't accidentally die. Yeah, I do know that
Electrifying
several of the
wall?
Persona games do have some
Don't
less than ideal LGBTQ representation.
hope
Some of it can be
something
chalked up to the
exits
time that they
much
came out, but
deeper
not
into
all
these
of it.
death gauntlets.
And it definitely does not age well.
Death gauntlet would be a
And
good
I
name
do
for
not
a
blame
band.
anybody for
If I
not
believe it.
wanting to engage with that
Which
stuff.
I do not.
But I did see that they fixed some of that problematic stuff in P3R at the very least. And considering I hadn't played Persona 5 until a couple of years ago at this point, but that is the one Persona game that I have played.
Where the heck am I now?
It wasn't
not
that
like
bad
the
with any of those
opposite
kinds of issues. Not saying it was completely unproblematic, but it didn't have anything that was like egregious at the very least.
More guards again. Hopefully, that means I'm headed somewhere important. Must nibble quietly. Nom,
But also, I'm aware that I am not exactly the best person to make those kinds of determinations, considering, you know, straight white man. Whoops.
Emmy. Are they buying these lasers in bulk? Come on already! Note to self. Purple mist equals death. Purple, maybe it's more of a lavender?
Yeah, it's been a hot
Nothing
minute since I actually
important
played
looking
Persona 5, so
construction
I
walls.
can't even remember
What
if
are
I
you
like
hiding?
if I saw it when I was playing it, or if I remember it at all in the first place. Because, like I said, it's been a hot minute since I played the game. All right, these early splits are not shaping up to be very great, but that's okay. It happens. And I did play P5R, so. Take that as you will. Dang it, didn't get in 3 shots. How did I lose 25 seconds on that split? Like, like, some of my hacks weren't very good, but it didn't feel like they were 25 seconds bad. Oh, yeah, those guys. I forgot about those guys.
Emmy?
Yeah, those guys are weird.
Ba-boom! This is much harder on the way back up. I think I'm getting the hang Famous last words, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly honest. I completely forgot about those guys just because, yeah, that's not exactly the kind of thing you want to remember when you play that game, because it's just, even in the best faced reading of it, it still just comes off as kind of weird and not the kind of thing you want to remember too much about that game. Yeah, I'm not really... I don't know how it was in the original P5, so I can't comment on that one. Since I don't even remember the... I still don't exactly... Like, I remember the general vibes of those scenes, but I don't remember the exact dialogue or anything in P5R.
Hey!
And yeah, it's not... This isn't... this isn't the place to get mad about it, because it's just like... I don't think anybody here is going to go out of their way to defend it or anything, so it's not like there's anybody to argue about it with. It is more just a comment on it and just be like, oh yeah, that wasn't the best, but...
What is that? No! No.
There's not exactly anything we can do about it in a random-ass Twitch stream at this time of day in this part of the country.
Gross.
Yeah, speaking of games that are definitely not problematic, back to Assassin's Creed now.
Yes, I'd like to buy 500 lasers, sir.
Do you have a coupon for that, ma'am?
You bet I do.
Assassin's Creed is a little too milquetoast to, be all that problematic outside of the current controversy with the game that keeps getting delayed. But I'm obviously not getting into that. It was just more of a one-off joke. Yeah, if getting mad at things online resulted in widespread change across the world would be a very different place. Whether it'd be better or not, who knows, but it would be very different.
Little guys sure love to jump. Okay, am I even in Kotek anymore? Because this looks like a sewer.
Okay, I didn't save time on that split, but I didn't lose too much time either. And I can make up a decent amount of time in these next two splits if they go well. If Black Widow gives me good RNG, I can save, like, 25-30 seconds as long as I execute properly. And then if I don't mess up first war, I can save another 20 seconds.
Okay, that is pretty fun.
Alright, it is almost time for Black Widow.
wanted them home. If they didn't barf acid. Don't think my landlord would love that.
Yeah, where is the indie game that makes Mahjong into a shonen anime?
Oh, wait!
Because we already got that with Dodgeball Academia. Now we need one for Mahjong. Does it exist? I wouldn't know. I don't exactly delve into the realm of Mahjong games too much. Alright, bad RNG. Woo!
Pretty for a weird bug alien.
A silver tongue will not
Come
prevent
on.
your demand.
Okay. Could have been worse.
Just take the compliment. Okay, let's
Come on, good RNG. There we go. No, one missile didn't come out. There we go. That was not my best fight, but it was not worse than last time, so I'll take it. I could still gold that split by a lot. Whoops. But you see, is it a video game, or is it just an actual anime? Because I want it as a video game. If it has tie-in video games, then I'm satisfied.
You know, my cut should be a lot bigger than 25%. I'm the only
I also don't watch anime. That's the thing. So it's like my knowledge of random animes that are not popular, or like mainstream popular is what I mean by that, is limited at best. Okay, perfect. Are they released in English? That is the next question. Because there's a good amount of animes that never got English releases for the games.
I wonder if these guys are Kotek security or just like a gross
So no, they are not in English.
Either.
Is the answer to that question.
Wait, I hate them. Please stop spawning things! I'm just gonna shoot them! Gotta book it before I end up in one of these tubes!
Alright. First war actually went pretty well this time, so that means I can actually save time on the split, and like a good amount of time. I could probably match my gold as long as the rest of it goes well.
I'm a little lost. Can you direct me to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah. So head past the killbots and lasers, then take a left at the gross alien bugs. Can't miss it.
Yeah, I mentioned how I don't really watch anime. It's like, I think the only anime series that I've ever watched, like, the full thing of is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. The only other anime that I've watched, not including, like, Pokemon growing up, that I've watched is where people have made me watch it with them, and I have watched random episodes of a couple other things as a result. Like, I think I've seen, like, a total of, like, 2 or 3 episodes of JoJo's, Volume 2 specifically. And that's all I've seen of that. But are you watching it dubbed or subbed? Because those are two very different rides.
Here we go, find my friends.
Because I've watched the 4Kids dubs, because I specifically wanted to watch the 4Kids dubs. Because those are a time and a half.
Ooh, should've brought an umbrella.
Especially for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Maybe I should
GX
go
specifically.
back, or... Nah, screw it. Mind if I borrow this biohack? There's nobody here.
Hey, small gold.
Biohack download.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware of the 4th season, and I'm a little bitter that it never got localized. Even whether it was through a 4Kids dub or otherwise, it is only available. Like, when I say localized, I mean like with like proper voice acting and stuff, not subbed. Because I'm not a huge fan of subbed anime, just because if I'm watching an anime, I don't want to have to read all of the dialogue. Because I like not having to pay 100% attention to it. I like being able to do other things if I want to. But I'm aware of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4.
Great.
And the fact that it never got officially dubbed by 4Kids makes the ending of the show in English very, very unintentionally dark. Because it basically implies, because you don't actually get the proper resolution of the series, it basically implies that Jaden Yuki fucking dies. And you don't get the resolution, showing that he's not actually dead. And that is very funny to me.
Lasers? Not a fan.
I mean, Jaden also died for his sins. Don't get it twisted. He is one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters that kinda commits genocide. And he is not the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Character where that is a character trait. But he is one of them.
Davidson was right. These cops seem more interested in catching
But
thieves than
the
dealing
funny
with
thing is, though,
alien
because I specifically watched the dub for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, because I wanted the questionable decisions that 4Kids made throughout that dub, the second half of Season 3 really didn't resonate at all in the slightest with me, because it is such a huge tone shift if you're coming in with the 4Kids dub. I need to, like, watch it again at some point, going in knowing that's how that second half of the third season goes, because I know I'll appreciate it a lot more knowing that what to expect instead of expecting Yu-Gi-Oh! GX abridged like the first half of the season is. Ah, shit. Okay, I messed that up. That's unfortunate. I am not saving time on the split. That was not good. Oh well. It is what it is. Which thing specifically did you type out before I said it? Because I said a few things there.
Next adventure, could everyone just stay at my apartment, please? Thank you.
Oh, his own sins. Got it. But if you have never seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub before, it's really unfortunate. One of my favorite channels on YouTube was just a YouTube channel that had posted a shit ton of out-of-context Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub clips, in addition to like some other out-of-context Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, but specifically the GX clips. And I think it got nuked for copyright at some point, and almost
awful.
none of those clips have
After
ever been
this,
are currently
if I
available to
die.
find on YouTube anywhere,
Die.
and it is such a damn shame because there's so many of them that I want to share with people at times, and I just can't because they're not available. And, like, it's to the point where I have considered going through the series myself and downloading all the episodes and cutting out all of those clips myself so that I have them somewhere available to me. Even if I don't post them on YouTube, it's just for personal use at that point. I know it's not that I'm pretty sure the entire first season, if not more than that, is available on YouTube. So the issue isn't the episodes themselves. The issue is that I want the out of context clips.
Anthony and his dumb, stylish hair and his stupid, beautiful eyes.
Like, if I want to go grab the out of context clips myself, I can. But they're not available on their own. And like I said, there was a YouTube channel that was like, that was all it posted, was out of context clips. And it was great because of that. Because there's so many good out of context Yu-Gi-Oh! GX clips. Special shout out to Lorenzo, the 3-time video game champion of the world. What is he the video game champion of? The video games. Don't question it. Also, don't question the fact that he is from The Sopranos.
The rain, for now.
I say that because literally the character of Lorenzo from Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is literally like, his entire character trait is he's the video game champion of the world, and also he goes, hey, bada bing! And that's his entire character, and it's great. I love that episode so much.
Gallons of water, my old nemesis.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub makes so many questionable decisions, and I love it for it.
Another.
Yep, that's the kind of thing that the dub does.
Anything to avoid swimming.
Like I said, the dub makes so many questionable decisions, but if you're on board for it, it is so entertaining.
Back into the rain.
And the questionable decisions just get more and more questionable as the series goes on. And then by the time like I said earlier, by the time you get to Season 3, it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh! GX abridged for half a season.
Come on.
Because shout out to Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, aka Crystal Beef Arnold Mammoth.
Definitely gonna have to redye.
That is one of those surviving out of context clips that is still on YouTube. It is easily found.
Emmy's apartment.
Is just out of context clips of Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, who for some reason,
Blanket.
his voice is just Sean Schemmel doing a Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. That is the character of Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth. It is so ridiculous and absurd, and I love it so much. Sean Schemmel does so many weird characters in the GX dub, and I love it. Or if you just look up literally any scene at all with Adrian Gecko from the first half of Season 3, he is just an abridged character that they put in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in the dub.
Oh.
Because in his duel with Chaz Princeton, literally one of the scenes is a back and forth that goes like this. Alright, nerd, get ready to get Chazzed. Before you Chaz me, I activate one of my face down cards. What? But how? I just say their name, wave my arm and say their name. It's actually a pretty common occurrence. Have you seen it before? That is an actual scene of dialogue from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub. It is so good.
It's hard not to smile when he's around. He's family.
I think that actually also has a clip on YouTube somewhere that you can look up. If you just like look up before you Chaz me or something like that, you can find it. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX sub is just very entertaining.
Granted.
Very not often for the right reasons, but it is very entertaining. That's not my split. Or the cage match with
Miss Kimura.
Zane Truesdale and Mad Dog. That one, I think that one still has a clip as well, where it is also Sean Schemmel once again doing the stupidest fucking voice you've ever heard, and I love it because it is so bad. That's one that I can't even do justice by just talking about. You just have to find the clip. Oh, you've got a Crystal Beef Arnold Mammoth.
I'll go this way. Cool.
Throw it in chat if you want to. I do not mind. Like I said, if you go into Yu-Gi-Oh! GX aware of the fact that it's
See the whole city from up here.
it's not 4Kids taking the piss the entire time, but you can definitely tell when they just made the most weird and whack decisions possible with some of the scenes. And you go in knowing what to expect, it is very entertaining. That's the thing, it's like, I'm saying all this, the 4Kids dub of GX is genuinely entertaining, and I don't even just mean ironically, like a lot of the stuff I said. There's a lot of stuff that is just also legitimately entertaining. And a lot of the decisions they made aren't questionable, they're like actually good decisions. Like every scene involving the Chaz.
Those are your missiles? Pretty slow for a missile.
Precision and patience yield the finest
Dang it.
results.
If you say so.
Kinda unfair to keep flying where I can't hit you.
By design, I have no interest in fighting fair.
Alright, that was good RNG. He was on the ground for most of that.
Sure.
The thing is, it's like, if you wanted to get the original vision of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, you are not going to get that out of the dub.
Fireworks are a nice touch.
But Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is genuinely
I
entertaining.
enjoy
And I do
smiting
not
with
mean that entirely ironically.
How about Missile Dropper? That's more accurate. Or Meteor Commander. You look more like a little meteor.
Yeah, I also watched it on TV back when I was a kid. And I saw, like, I think, at least, like, a third of the first season, but I definitely did not watch a ton of it. Like, when I rewatched it, it's like I definitely never saw any of Season 3. I don't know if I saw any of Season 2.
Oh, they're cute.
Ah, come on, he's so close to dying. And there's also a lot of stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX that's like, yeah, the dub might have made some questionable decisions regarding it, but there's a number of it that it's like, no, it's weird in the original, it's just weird in a different way. Like the part where, in the dub, he's Tyranno. No, I used to try on by accident. That's unfortunate. Come on. There we go. Alright. 5-second gold saved for over 5 minutes. Because I didn't die during the fight. Alright, that means unfortunately I am going to have to use a checkpoint sooner than I want to, which is going to lose a little time, because I accidentally wasted my last try on. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, Felonious Viper. The most,
Open!
definitely somebody who is not a villain and is very innocuous and will never do anything bad.
Maybe there's a terminal around here to keep going again?
I whiffed that big time. That is... I don't know how he is handled in the sub, but even if he is handled less obviously a bad guy, his design is still very, very obviously bad guy. There is no scenario where he is not obviously a villain, it's just a matter of how obvious.
Terminal hacked.
But yeah, because he's in the first half of Season 3, that's in the prime era of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridged. Yeah, because he basically looks like M. Bison, so it's like, even if they didn't give him a name that was super crazy on the nose, he still looks like goddamn M. Bison.
Ooh, it's fancier up here. And deadlier, apparently. That's a lawsuit waiting to be filed. Come on, Kotek.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend watching the dub. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. And again, as long as you don't go into it expecting basically the same thing that you would get. Let me destroy this for try-ons. There we go.
More mood lighting.
And as long as you don't go in expecting exactly what you got out of the sub, you'll have a good time with it. I mean, if you only want it for the absurdity, you can cut out the last, like, 30 episodes, because those ones are not particularly interesting from the dub perspective. Because those one, it plays the second half of season 3 pretty straight. So if you wanted the funny stuff, you could cut out those episodes entirely. Okay, that was an unfortunate split, but it is what it is. Lost a minute of the 5 minutes I just saved.
Another.
Yeah, Jesse Anderson, Southern Belle extraordinaire. Go down. Dang it. Yeah, like, I know he was, I forgot exactly where he was from, but, like, I knew he was from, like, somewhere in Europe in the original sub. But it's funnier if he's Southern. And despite all that, he's, like, only the third best character in this, in the dub in season, that was introduced in season 3. Because Adrian Gecko is by far the best character in the dub in Season 3, just because he is a fourth wall breaker extraordinaire, and I find that very funny.
12-year-old Emmy would freak out.
And then also, you know, Jim Crocodile Cook is just even independent of the dub, he's just great. He's got a goddamn crocodile on his back. You can't not love him. Oh yeah, I just remembered another scene. I forgot if it was GX or 5Ds. I think it might have actually been 5Ds. But basically, there's just like a random scene with some random character that vaguely looks like Joey Wheeler from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, and when it's just panning over that shot, it just has some like random people in the crowd just talking, and it's just like one guy shouts, I was like, "Yo, is that Joey Wheeler?" Nah, it's his cousin Jesse Wheeler. And the character literally has nothing to do with Joey Wheeler. It just vaguely looks like him. And they do that in the dub, and it's just like, I don't understand who made that decision, but it is very funny, and I appreciate you for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 5Ds is played a lot more straight as far as the story goes, but it is definitely still got its absurdities, especially in the dub. I think that one's on YouTube somewhere. You can find that one as well.
Stairway to heaven. Wait, nope, not gonna die. Stairway to ceiling. Ah!
Okay, that was a little funky, but I got there. Ah, dang it. Okay, did not get Fly Wings first try. I got it first try during the practice run earlier today, and I haven't gotten it first try at all on stream today. Okay, second try is good. Big gold. Yeah, it's like which dual disc is your favorite design is obviously subjective, but you do got to give GX a lot of credit for having a bunch of one-off characters with absurdly designed dual discs. Dual discs, not dual discs. That would be a very different series. But a lot of like one-off characters that just have very absurdly designed dual discs, and it's like, you know what? I don't understand why this character has this kind of dual disc, but like I'm here for it. Logistically, it might not make any sense, but it looks cool.
Rotating lasers? My only weakness. Along with exercising, socializing, eating healthy.
Okay. That was very scuffed, but it worked. Yeah, it's like, as great as the original Duel Monsters series is, it definitely did not go all out with its dual disc designs. It kept things pretty vanilla at the end of the day. For the most part. Yeah, Professor Crowler's having the dual disc that's just like on the chest will always be a top tier design as well. Alright, I will not have that many Tryons going into Mallory, which is unfortunate, but not that big a deal.
A lot nicer without the gross bug aliens. Still pretty nice though. I will not become a pancake. Positive thinking. Better take the high ground. Literally. I mean, not morally.
Alright, try shot time. Alright, nice and quick. It's a good time save. Even if it wasn't a gold. Alright, I need to act, not necessarily like pay attention a ton here, but I need to definitely, I can't just be on full autopilot for this next part, because like, if I get hit by a crusher, that's bad, very, very bad.
Pistons will be enough? Oh, you know, not sure. Better shoot robots.
So I do need to be a little careful in this section. This is probably the most scary part in the entire run, in my opinion. If Crushers were more consistent with how they operated, I would be a little bit less worried.
Oh, hey,
But they are
kinda nice here.
very, very jank, and not always in a nice way.
I take it back.
Not gonna bother trying to go for that. Not worth the risk. Okay. Passed most of the scary ones. Whoops. Whoops. Why am I not... Grab the ledge, please, Emmy. Okay. Whatever. Scuffed, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get me there without dying. Oh, shit. God damn it. Of course, the time I don't immediately move after 3 ticks is the one time it actually attacks on 3. Okay, there we go. Unfortunate. I'll probably lose some time on the split because of that, but it is what it is. I also only have 3 try-ons, which means I will not be able to spam missiles too much. That just means I have to button mash more.
Hello. Nothing deadly in here. Why does that feel so ominous? Maybe they ran out of enemy funding.
Yeah, that one is definitely an annoying one, because it's like, if you knew it was going to be 3 or 7 every time, you could just sit there mashing a lot more. But unfortunately, it's random, so you just kind of gotta hope you don't get hit after 3, and then go from there. And that missile makes it just even worse, but at least we don't have any risk of dying or anything to failing the hack. Alright, boss time. And this boss, unlike Missile Commander, has absolutely no way to die. It just can make me lose time by doing the bullet hell attack a bunch.
anyone, and all anyone's got to support you. It's not true, Mal. Both Nile are using you. Wrong. I'm using them to get what I want for a change. You're just mad it's not all about Emmy for once. Not too late now. You can stop this right now. You just know I'm gonna beat you. Begging won't get you out of this now, Emmy.
Dang, I got one bullet. Oh, no, never mind, that was a bullet hell tech. She did the stomp like 3 times, which is still not the best, but it's not a bullet hell attack. Okay, that wasn't too bad. 0 bullet hell attacks. Only golded by 1 second because the rest of the split was kinda bad, but I'll take it. I mean, to be fair, they always were the biggest source of RNG in the runs. It's just the amount that it matters is different now versus before. Because most of the rest of the run, while there is RNG, it doesn't necessarily matter that much outside of like a couple rooms with enemy patterns when you're not using FIFE. But like for the most part, RNG isn't that big of a deal outside of the boss fights. And then also, technically, a couple hacks like we
Can't
were just talking
believe I'm
about,
on
but even
another
then,
planet.
that's not a big deal, it's just,
I hope this is
you can't do them consistently, you kind of just gotta wing
Oh,
it.
hey! Giant hopper.
But yeah, like in Escape Kotek, it's like, oh yeah, the biggest difference between world record and not world record is did Black Widow cooperate? If she doesn't cooperate, Run's dead. In full runs, it's that, but over the span of 4 different bosses instead of just the one. And Burning Sentinel does have RNG, it's just a lot less.
Wow, this armor leaves little
Like, Burning Sentinel is not going to be... it's not going to be like, you can't damage him
something I'd normally
because
wear.
he gave you bad RNG. It's just, oh, he made you wait a little bit before you could
Maybe
start the
they're
next
just
phase
hanging
or
out?
something. Black Widow's just like, oh yeah,
Don't mess
she
with
gave
me,
you bad
buddy.
RNG, so you
I
literally
am
can't fight her until the bad RNG is
more
done.
powerful now.
Especially in Escape Kotek with FIFE. At least when you're not doing FIFE, you have the option of like taking a couple pot shots here and there as long as she's not in her cocoon.
Because everything's pretty organ-y.
Ah, dang it, I tried to move out of the way, but I moved ever so slightly too late. Okay, that was slow, but it is what it is. I have time to save on Mayfly Gills, like the hack itself, so I can save time on the split still, even with that. I'm just not gonna gold this by as much as I could.
Are these formations really brittle, or am I really, no, they're
brittle. My mashing was not as fast as it could have been there, but like I'm letting my hand air out after the Mal fight because I wasn't getting a hand pain, but my arm was definitely getting tired. If I was getting actual hand pain, I would not be mashing fast at all right now. But no, but it's more just my arm was getting tired from all the mashing, that's all. How did that miss, dude? Come on. Alright, well, I'm not saving nearly as much time on the split as I could, because that was bad. But it is what it is. Okay, I'll take it. All that, and I still golded by almost 14 seconds, so it is what it is.
nice! Who's swimming now? Mal.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if I was actually having pain or anything, I would do something about that, but I wasn't having pain. I was just getting tired because I was mashing for like a minute straight. It doesn't matter how good your mashing is. Mashing for a minute straight is gonna tire you out. That's the one advantage of actually getting a bad Mal pattern, is that it gives you more of a break from mashing during the fight. Alright. On to saving the foreign Yars. 1 Yar, 2 Yar, red Yar, blue Yar. and then also getting a banger in the process.
We meet again, Senor Portal. Please don't scatter my atoms.
Yeah, the thing is with the non-FIFE version of the Malphite, it's like, obviously it's still a shit ton of mashing, but it's a mashing mixed up with a lot of actual dodging of her attacks, so the mashing is a lot less continuous. And because you have to actually pay attention and
What are you guys
make sure
doing
you don't
here?
get killed during the
What
fight,
planet?
you also just can't turn off your brain, look down at the controller or the keyboard, and just
Good to be
start
home.
mashing. You have to actually pay attention, and that makes it so you can't go all in on mashing as much as you would be able to normally. Oh yeah, if you're dying and having to do the fight over and over again, then yeah, that's gonna wear down on you no matter what. I feel like I really need to just like sit down, think about this section, and figure out a better way to get fight, because this way of getting fight feels very slow. Or at least it feels like it's slower than it could be. Would it be worth trying to get FIFE on those lasers on the drop down? Can you even get FIFE while falling in midair like that?
Come back and
Because if
see
you can, I
later.
wonder if that would
See
be
how I am.
a better
You see
spot to do it
how
than doing it on the
supposed
robot shots or something. Because you want, obviously you want to, I guess that makes sense. The main thing is I just want to get it before the Hornet room, because if you don't have FIFE by the time you get to that room, you are required to get knocked down, and that makes you, that is obviously not ideal. Okay, so I guess like if you were to damage down before you get to that laser shoot, I guess like doing it in that laser shoot would actually be probably worth it, because I don't know if it's possible to fall down that chute without getting hit. Yeah, but if you have to wait for the vomit, that's also wasting like a second or so, when you could just be holding right.
Welcome to Earth. Population, you. Dead. I'm, not good at catchphrases.
But yeah, out of all the sections of the run where we get FIFE, this definitely feels like the most awkward section to get FIFE during. Just because there's like, there's not a phenomenal place to get it. It's kind of just figure it out on the way at some point. Ah, dang it. I didn't want to land on the platform. Oh well.
Okay, I draw the line at underwater alien scorpions. That should not be a thing.
No, oh my fucking god. Damn it. That's such a bad one to mess up like that. Oh, eat my ass, dude. Well, I'm losing like a minute here. There we go. Jesus Christ. That was 45 seconds I'm never getting back.
Thank you, hideous.
Well, it's not even that hard. It's just I kept fucking it up. I mean, yeah, that is... I know that's the case, but it's one of those things where it's like... I guess at that point, it's just like, what's the point of getting through that room? I don't know. Well, it's like, for one, I have gotten... because my mashing is a little bit slower, there has been times where I don't quite get enough shots off, and I don't get the kill. Which isn't that big a deal, but it is still a thing that has happened in the past. Because obviously I'm going through that room normally in regular any percent. It's also just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. There's no, like, definitive, this is the best way to get FIFE, is basically just all I meant. It's like... Because it's like, if you haven't already gotten through that, like, falling down that laser chute without having to worry about the lasers is also very nice. Because falling down that chute and taking damage from the lasers is kind of annoying. It's not the worst. It's not like it knocks you on the ground or anything, but it is definitely not ideal because it messes up your momentum when falling.
Lasers? Underwater? Is that even chemically possible? Definitely not safe. We've got big lasers, we've got small lasers, we've got all your laser needs covered.
Okay. Good enough for me. Could have technically been like a second or two faster, but I'll take it. Okay, and that was a good hack for the second half of it. Saved a lot of time on that split, actually. A lot more than I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. Sum of best is below 131 now, which is not too shabby. I mean, hey, I didn't get the 45 seconds back. I'm not wrong.
So unfair. I can barely move underwater.
And also, it was
lasers?
yeah, it was just so much time lost, though. Even if I do get some of it back. Whoops. Slow movement. unfortunate, but it is what it is. Ow, I whiffed. Alright, that was definitely not horrible, but it could have been better. Lost a tiny bit of time.
Take it.
Whoops. Alright, almost done. In the home stretch. One more to save. And it's the easiest one to save. Well, easiest one in terms of getting to it. Whether or not it's the easiest hack is, subjective.
Mines? Come on, I barely learned to swim, or walk underwater.
Nope, messed that up. Alright, well, I'm not saving time on this split. Oh, come on! How did that hit me? Okay, that's just bullshit. Dude, come the fuck on with these missiles. Okay, I can hit it. Just gotta line it up. Okay, well that was bullshit. That's 30 seconds down the drain. Alright. Well, if these last two splits are really good, I can squeak out a sub 135 at the very least. But it's gotta be a little tough. Which is also not anywhere near world record, but this run was far from great. It is just, at the very least, better than the other runs that I've done.
Here we go again. Respect my atoms, please.
Alright.
At least it's not raining here. They even have rain.
Now see if I can take some damage off this guard here.
Out of my way! Galaxy Savior coming through! Read the prophecy.
And that way it'll make it so that I don't need to take as much damage off the flying dude when I'm trying to get FIFE up ahead. Because I only need to take one hit. I do need to be careful so I don't accidentally die to him without getting FIFE. But it makes it so I don't have to wait a full cycle of him flying around the room. At the very least.
Alien dudes?
Ow, that whiffed. Damn it. Oh, he banked. I forgot that guy can fucking bank. Damn it. Well, I'm losing some time on this split. Because that almost never even comes up in the first place, so I forgot that's a thing that can happen. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That was bullshit. That was total fucking horseshit, dude. I'm actually just mad now. I don't even... I'm gonna finish the run, but I'm, like, tempted to not even finish it at this point. That was such bullshit. Because that's just 2.5 minutes down the drain, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it's not even like getting back there the second time is going to be faster. Because it won't be. There's literally nothing that's saved as far as progress goes. I'm just mad now. Yay! I got it! I'm so happy! Cool, this run went from, like, being okay to just actual garbage.
Let's hope this new cannon does the job.
Whoops, I didn't mean to fire it.
This must be that barrier ring to bust through. Looks grape flavored. I knew it would work. I had some doubts it would work. Good thing I got this armor on. I would not want to drag your stuff back into my...
I'm obviously not doing another run tonight, but I would have been fine leaving this at a 134, but I'm not happy with it anymore. So I lost 2.5 fucking minutes for literally no goddamn reason.
Hey! He's inside with my hacking interface. That shouldn't be possible.
Actually, the point is mine.
Alright, time to lose it, Pong.
Dang it! We start over?
Pro tip. Use the paddle to deflect the ball.
You cheating?
The game is mine.
Okay. Final boss time. See if he gives me good RNG. He did not give me good RNG last run, so I can save a little bit of time here.
Hey, you're a big one. Or seems like it. That gem must be powering him. Time to shatter it. Oh, please don't push me. Superman, throw the box to kill.
Your fragile
I don't know what to tell you, man. Get used to it.
Oh, come on. Well, it's a better final boss fight, at least. Outside of it juking me at the end there. And the hit staying in midair for most of the second hit.
Wow. I am
Well, can't exactly say I'm happy with that outcome. It is what it is, but I'm definitely not happy about it. Yeah, I did at least get sub 140, but like, come on.
Did I win? How do I
That's
not?
nothing to celebrate after that. I mean, yeah, it's like that. Like I said, that run was far from great or anything, but like, eh. Because like I did lose over a minute in the Yar rescue segment from all the hacks that I messed up. In addition to other stuff throughout the run as well. Like I was minus 50 at the beginning, basically. And I wasn't ahead until Missile Commander gave me the free time save. So like, yeah, obviously this run was far from great in the first place, but like, if I had at least, I was on pace to save 5.5 minutes. And then Zorlon Cannon decided to be an ass for literally no reason. Oh well, it is what it is. Can't really change it at this point. Burning Sentinel, I got hit by a guard. The Burning Sentinel fight wasn't particularly great. Destroying this, so I failed, I think, I missed a couple shots in the one hack, and I messed up the mine hack. Firefly Drone. I think I messed up the... What did I mess up? I'm trying to remember. Did I mess up the Firefly Drone hack itself? I don't even remember at this point. And Pawn Skater Boots. Did I mess... I think I messed up, like, one of the hacks on that split, which is why I didn't gold it. Okay, yeah, I did mess up the hack one time. I barely even remember that. Dragonfly Dash was just very, very bad, because between that and Fly Wings, both splits were kind of messy, because, I messed up during Missile Commander and accidentally wasted my last try on it, and it made me lose a bunch of time. Specifically in the Dragonfly Dash split. Fly Wings is still improvable, but I at least had a decent Fly Wings where I got the hack quickly. Tri-Shot was good. The Mao split I can improve by a lot just because the lead up to Mao was pretty bad, but the fight itself was good, which is why I still golded. And then, yeah, Mayfly Gills is still improvable by at least like 10-15 seconds. Because I messed up the pink hack. And then, yeah, the rest of the Yars stuff was also kind of bad. And then Phalanx just didn't give me phenomenal RNG. It gave me decent RNG, but it wasn't phenomenal.
Fly, your warriors fly. Fly,
screenshot the splits.
Spread your wings and take off to the morning sky. Fly, your warriors, fly. Attack, your warriors, attack. Attack, your
I ended up like just not caring enough to upload my run from last week because I really didn't give a crap about it. But I think I'll probably at least upload this one and submit it. Because this one is at least demonstrably better than the normal 80% run. As far as the time goes. The other one was literally seconds better, though I didn't care enough to submit that. Especially not with how that run was. This one's... Like I said, I'm not happy about this run, but it is what it is. It happened. It's still a PB by a decent margin. Just gotta live with it.